Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where skincare is all about progression over perfection because perfection doesn't exist. And welcome to a terrifying haul I'm about to do, and I've wanted to do this for a long time. But all the places I've ordered these products for the skincare haul, the sites usually take about anything from 4 weeks to like 4 months to arrive. And after unknowingly seeing so many people buy fake skincare from places like Amazon, Temu, Wish, all the other ones, AliExpress, which are the same thing, and even TikTok Shop, I've decided to buy some products of my own from all those places. I can't remember where they're all from, but to be honest, you can buy all of these from everywhere. Most of the time you think you're buying the genuine product because the seller will use genuine pictures of the skincare product, then you receive something completely different. Other times, you know you're getting a ripoff. I won't be trying these on my face, obviously, for safety reasons. Okay, let's start off with the one that got the biggest reaction when I posted a little picture of it over on my Instagram. This is IBCCNDC's Watermelon Niacinamide Serum, Highlighting Serum, Niacinamide Brighten and Moisturize Plus Gorgeous. Alright. They say this multi-purpose brightening serum can be used before moisturizer for a lasting natural glow. Before makeup, apply 2 pumps of our glow primer as a last step in your skincare routine. Look at the label, like actually just falling off, like they've not even bothered. This was like a cheap plastic light bulb. The packaging does look very similar with the pump and everything. What I'm keen to know is if it's got that niacinamide dewdrop texture and watermelony smell to it. They do suggest it will do so. So let's have a look. Ah! I'm really nervous. I'm so scared. Oh. Oh no. No, it smells like lube. It's not. It's basically just a very lightweight water texture moisturizer. Oh, I don't know. It feels like lubricant. I don't like the smell, but I have to keep going back to smell it. It's imagine those watermelon sweets that you get and then kind of like suck on it a bit, then put it on the side and then like, I don't know, like cover it in lube. That's what it smells like. It doesn't even have that signature glow recipe kind of like hydrating texture to it, or the dewy glow. That's just wet. That's not dewy glow, that's just wet lubricant. It doesn't have that dewy glow that the niacinamide dewdrops leave you with. Like if you put anything over that, it's coming off your skin. Oh, that smells so bad. It smells like sex toy. It does. It smells like plastic. That's what it is. Plastic and watermelon. So yeah, unsurprisingly, all they've done is got a slightly watermelon scented moisturizer and put it in a plastic version of the Glow Recipe one. So here's one I'm definitely not putting on my skin. This is the Carvenchy Exfoliate. This is their 2% BHA liquid exfoliant salicylic acid, which is of course meant to be like the Paula's Choice salicylic acid. So I want to see if it's got that slightly sticky texture to it, if it smells like the Paula's Choice one. I mean, look, it's got all the right branding here. Even like the steps at the back that Paula's Choice do. Oh. It's the exact same texture, like that slightly thicker than water texture and the exact same smell. It feels and smells exactly like the Paula's Choice one. That's the back of each one. Guess which one is the real one? I don't know. This one's Paula's Choice. This one is the fake one. They do have different ingredients lists, actually. Very different. Of course, the Paula's Choice one is just, very minimal with green tea, and there does seem to be a lot more in this one. So this dupe of the Paula's Choice does actually have a manufacturer on the back, which is listed as Guangzhou Fanfei Biotechnology Co. Limited. Now, that is based in China, and what I will say is a lot of people have this kind of like very outdated view of anything made in China is kind of like not good and shit, when that's not really the case. Some of the best stuff we own, some of like a lot of the things you use daily is made in China. And I have had a good look at this manufacturing company, and they do seem to be very genuine and well known within China. They do seem to do a lot of dupes in the sense the way like Lidl does them, was it Aldi who also have their Glow Recipe dupes and Pixie dupes, and where they essentially just steal the packaging and put their own product in, but they also seem to do a lot of white label products as well. So they do seem to be a genuine manufacturer. My skin doesn't feel like it's falling off. Okay, next up we have the Elho Glycolic Acid 7% Toning Solution. Of course, a dupe of the Ordinary's Face Toning Solution. Again, we have a manufacturer on here that seems to be a white labeling company as well. A little bit different. Again, I don't really want to put an acid on my skin where I don't know where it's kind of like come from, how my skin's going to react, and I don't really use the 7% on my skin anyway. Ordinary and Elho. So, I mean, obviously they're different. They're obviously different. This is like, you know, the younger cousin that's trying to be this one. But it's just like, I don't know. This has all its own instructions and warning labels and directions and everything. And even the pH on it, which again is 3.6, which is exactly the same as this. So I don't know how true that is or whether we can trust this manufacturer. Not a clue. Not a clue. That smells like perfume. That's very fragrance, very fragrance. Typical like cotton scent. But yeah, interesting. Won't be putting that near anything ever. Just in case. You never know. The packaging is also a bit sticky. This is a set. This is the WeHo Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. Now, this is the ones I don't trust because you see what they've done? I don't know how well you can see the packaging, but they've not just created their own version of the COSRX label, they've taken it from a picture of the COSRX label because you can see in this print where the lighting hits the roundness of the bottle. Does that make sense? So like you can see here that this is where the bottle starts to curve. They've kind of like stretched it out and just put it on here. Also, they have these really photoshopped before and afters on the back as well. Please feel free to scan this QR code. So this is a pretty viral product and I feel like everybody knows what it's meant to feel like and what it's meant to do. But I've seen a lot of people buying this off TikTok Shop. And this is what they get. They get this fake version in this squeezy bottle. As you can see, it's already really liquidy compared to the actual COSRX product, which is like a really thick serum. Okay. Oh, again, very heavily perfumed. Think 1990. Oh, yeah, 1990s Avon. It's very wet and slimy. It's nothing like that, like thick. That's way too strong. It's nothing like that. The thick mucin kind of texture that you expect from snail mucin products. Nothing like it. Not a dupe, just a completely different product in very similar packaging. What about their Advanced Snail all-in-one cream? Exact same name. Kind of like exact rip-off of the packaging. So this product is known for being really slimy. Like when I lift off this lid, there should be like, you know, like lines of product coming up with it. It's gloopy. Feels very cheap again, very squishy. We just heard a load of air escape from it then. So we take off this cardboard bit, and there's a foil bit underneath, or is that meant to be the same? Oh, it absolutely stinks of perfume again. Nah, see, look, it's just a cream. It's too perfumed. It's literally like 90s perfume. Very old-fashioned. Oh. No, it always feels like it's going to go on really nice. But again, it feels like a very generic moisturizer. I feel like that's what they do. They white label all this stuff. They kind of pick something, pick a viral product and its packaging, and then just repackage it in that. These products are nothing like what they're supposed to be copying at all. I do have a Thayer's Rosino. Like, who the hell, isn't that Sean Connery as like an older man? Is that Sean Connery? I can't tell. I'm not going to open this because I don't use Thayer's anyway, but this is their Thayer's dupe. Hydrate, moisturizing, gentle, soothing, lavender, alcohol-free toner. We even got a Round Lab SPF, which I'm not gonna try as an SPF, but this is Jay suing. Someone will be suing you soon. But again, Round Labs packaging, exactly. Manufacturer, Shantou Cross-Border Premium Products E-Commerce. I feel like we've seen that before. These two brands, same manufacturer. Now, I love this sunscreen, so it'll be good to know if it's anything like it. The packaging feels very cheap again. It's like very much like, feels like printed. I don't know, like the quality of it, you can see the quality is really poor. It feels like they've stolen the design off the packaging, obviously, on like a low quality picture, then reprinted it onto this packaging. So from this, I expect like a nice thick moisturizing feeling, but not too thick, and doesn't smell like sunscreen at all. No, again, already completely unlike. Oh, no. Again, very, very fragranced for no real reason. Oh, that smells like muscle, like deep heat, you know, like Bengay and all those like muscle relaxant kind of like things. No, nothing like it at all. I would even doubt if that's actually SPF as well. Obviously, there's no real way of knowing unless you have the the means to test it. Oh yeah, I have an actual Paula's Choice one, which I'm suspicious about. This is off Temu. I'm gonna get in touch with them actually and just ask if they sell on Temu, which I doubt they do. Now, I actually have a story about this because I was doing a sponsorship with them and I was waiting for them to send me some product, this exact product. And they sent it through then I got a package a week later while I was waiting for Paula's Choice to send me something. And it was this with another product. And I was like, why have they sent me a completely different brand? So I actually contacted them and I was like, did you send me this? And they're like, no, it'll come in like official packaging. But they were like, that's not our product. And this was at a time that I was receiving like random packages from like this Amazon scam. So I sent them a picture of all the packaging, including the barcode, and they're like, yeah, that's a fake. But it looked real, like so real. But you can kind of see there's something just slightly off about the packaging. The lid shape, so this is the fake, this is the real. The lid shape is kind of different. The font sizes and everything is slightly different. Both claim to be 118 milliliters. This again is the real one. This one is this one is a fake one. This one is a real one. Very convincing, but I can pretty much guarantee that Paula's Choice don't sell on Temu. So yeah, you could be buying really convincing skincare products that are actually fake. The Nuven Pear Glow Blush Tinted Moisture Stick. So this is of course a dupe of Pixie's makeup, which again, I don't have the reel to compare it to, but I thought we'd just take a look at it because this is like very, very similar. This has the same smell as this. I don't know what fragrance it is. Who's this manufacturer? No, okay, different manufacturer, but smells exactly the same. I mean, some of these, if they work, they work. I feel like makeup's okay, but with skincare, especially actives, you've got to be so careful. So you don't know the quality of things or, you know, if what's written on the packaging is actually what's in there. Lacquerane Body Moisturizing Cream. Oh, it stinks of something. Oh, Brazilian bum cream. The Sol de Janeiro, I think it is. Smells like cigarettes. Yeah. It smells like cigarettes and bubble bath. That is a horrible smell. Some of these are horrible. Like the scents are just horrible. Again, a biotechnology company. So I don't know. I guess that's what some of these companies do. They literally just exist to dupe other products. Okay, here we have. Oh god, if I could get it out. A watermelon watermelon glow sleeping mask, glowing radiance plus softening with those iconic Glow Recipe watermelons on. Let's see. Oh my god. This is glass and you can see the packaging is just slightly off. Like it's very similar to the Glow Recipe one. Again with that peelable sticker on the front. There's like a bit oh no, that's just a bit schmoo. It just smells like generic perfume. Pretty much the same as the Niacinamide Serum. It's just a watery cream with a strong fragrance that has nothing to do with watermelon whatsoever. Again, biotechnology. They say it has water extract in it as well, but I don't think it does. I mean, it could do, but the fragrance is just... Oh, it says pH balance AHA complex as efficacious as 10% glycolic acid to exfoliate while maintaining the skin barrier, 7 weights of hyaluronic acid, niacinamide and quinoa peptide. Again, I wonder if that's just the Glow Recipe thing. If it is, I'll pop it up here. All these fragrances are giving me a headache. Like, you know when people are like, I don't like fragrance skincare, and I don't get it because like I feel like a lot of fragrance skincare we use is very lightly fragranced, more of like a masking fragrance, but these are like fragrance. They're old-fashioned, what you'd expect like a cold cream in the 1960s to smell like. I'll just do a quick show of this Elho hyaluronic acid watery sun gel, of course, duping the actual viral Isntree sunscreen. We have here a lip sleeping mask, which is a Laneige dupe. My hand is stinging ever so slightly. So you get pretty much the same exact like little what's it called? Spoon thing that you get with the Laneige sleeping mask. This is actually quite nicely printed on. It actually smells like candy floss more than anything and has a very similar texture to the Laneige one. I mean, these products might be absolutely fine. They might be perfectly fine. But there's just a mistrust there when they're trying to dupe something or copy something. I'm like, why can't you just white label your own products and make them look like your own brand, you know? So this is Elho again. They are really just copying everyone and everything. And this is a dupe of the Tokubo sunscreen stick. They've got a nice sticker on there that they've just wrapped around. It's not even blue. Hot and Soft Sunstick SPF 50 plus. Same fragrance. It's the same fragrance. I don't know what they're using, but you can just see that's not going to be sunscreen. This just looks like a moisturizer. It's like clear. I don't know why that makes me feel like it's not a sunscreen. It smells like a scented lip balm. So I think what we can kind of gather from these things is, whilst I don't think any of these are truly going to rip your skin off, and this isn't somebody making like, I'm sliding off my chair, just mixing up illegal copy hybrid brands in their, in their illegal chemistry lab in their garage at home. These are labs and manufacturers who are making these dupes to sell for cheaper. So maybe the salicylic acids are fine to use. Maybe these products are fine to use. I don't really know. I think I'm going to do more research on this and kind of create a video talking more about this kind of like duping, copying culture and dive a little bit more into it. I just kind of wanted to do like a fun little haul of all these things, which feels really wasteful actually, because I'm not using any of these. These are going to have to go in the bin. So I'll rinse them out and recycle what I can. But yeah, it's scary. I think what makes this untrustworthy is not the products itself, but the actual people selling them. People will be selling these as real products on Amazon, and you get them and they're completely fake. And that's what's kind of more worrying, because you feel like you're being scammed out of your money and out of an actually good product. So let me know if you religiously shop on like Temu or AliExpress or anything like that for your skincare. Let me know in the comments below, and if you had any issues or if you know a little bit more about what's going on here than I do, in the comments down below. I'm going to do my research and we'll do a video on this. But yeah, yes, I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.